Today, my loves, we're gonna react to the same person that I am using as an example almost every other lesson with how to actually pronounce words that are really tricky in a very high places, because this woman shows us how to actually pronounce water and belt it just like water. That is Wendy. If you know me, you know that Wendy is my baby girl. She is my universe, my epicenter of my vocal adoration in K-pop. But other than that, also a massive, massive crush because she's incredible, gorgeous, cute. Today we're gonna look at her on Lee Mujin. It's very heavily promised. We've just done the killing voice of the entire Red Velvet. If you haven't seen that, definitely go and watch it. It was a perfect performance, something that I've been expecting for a very long time, so I'm super excited. And now we've got my favorite vocalist on the Lee Mujin, which is also an adorable show. Vocalists get to choose what they want to sing. So let's get into it. All right, we're gonna have to cover the screen. For Lee Mujin, it's actually quite a problem, but I think you still can see quite enough. And with Wendy, even though she's really easy on eye, like listen, she's gorgeous. We're here for her voice this time. So let's go.
어디서 왔니 호련히 고요했던 세상에 crash 주길에 등장 마치 thunder 그 짜릿함에 미쳤어.
I talked about this during the Dinka performance that this song is going to be really difficult to perform as a soloist, and I still stand behind it. But Wendy has a good range. The range with the Red Velvet can be a problem because it's not only on the higher side, they do have pretty low spaces as well. So even if you do not have issues with the higher tones, you still can crash on the lower tones. So let's go one more time.
다시 네가 보고 싶어 죽도록 후회하잖아.
Look at it climb down, so soft at the top, but still in a clean tone. And slowly descending and getting heavier into her chest voice. Also, Lee Mujin's face across this performance is me. Me. Internally, externally, that's me. Because you know, if you look at Lee Mujin, even if you're not a good expert, if you're not an expert on singing, you can look at Lee Mujin when he has like variety of people there. He's good at what he does, and by his face you can absolutely tell. And his face across this entire performance with Wendy was just, my man was flabbergasted.
다시 널 붙잡을 수 있을까? Don't think about tomorrow. 넌 여전히
Gorgeous. And she was not even necessarily belting the higher tones. She was just getting them really clean, nicely supported, but she was not going into a full blown. So you can hear she's not leaning into it too heavily. Don't think about tomorrow. She's not going there. So don't think about tomorrow. Nice placement, solid tone, but not leaning too heavy into it. Again, Wendy, a complete master of handling really problematic vowels. Like a winner. You don't want to strain it. You don't want to close it too much because it's gonna sound very, very, very suffocating. Again, closed vowel, but she can work with them. She's one of the few people who can. Such a pretty song. My favorite part about Lee Mujin is actually that they're choosing their songs.
우리 다시 예전처럼 말해요. 서로를 가졌단 이유만으로 너무도 행복했던.
Ah, so much pride. That's my bias right there. This is my girl. This is my fave. Like, look at me. I'm literally blushing. She has so much charisma. She knows how to deliver it for her voice. And this is such a soft piece for Wendy. You know, there are a lot of belters out there, the belting machines, that kind of cannot really get a grip of the maybe more sensitive, maybe more vulnerable parts of the singing. And she has that emotional part covered so beautifully as well.
지금 행복한가요? 그 사람이 그렇게 해주나요? 아니면 그대 내게 돌아와요?
Oh, that's soft vibrato.
항상 기다려요.
Really pretty. Even though she's singing pretty high and she's going very softly into those tones, notice these type of tones are actually very, very hard. Sometimes even harder than the belting tones, because in belts, you just put all your support, all your air power into it. Here you have to really dose perfectly the amount of air. It has to be really soft, but she's still keeping it pretty clean. She's not dumping too much air in it and just diluting it into nothing, no substance. This still has a lot of clarity in it. It's so soft, that really soft vibrato. Oh, if she would be a culinary chef, this is a dessert right there. So much dynamics too. See, that's the lower range right there. She's very comfortable in her lower range as well. She's not going into it too heavy right there, but you can see that the comfort is there. The color is not withering away. Ooh, oh my god. Her vibrato has like a perfect pace. See, I get criticized very often that my vibrato is very, very fast. I do know about that. Sometimes people are using hammer vibrato, which is a little slower, but her vibrato has just such a beautiful pace. It is fitting into the mood of the song so beautifully. I love her agility here. She's showing a lot of really tiny agility, so it's not like excessive long runs, but you've got to just those little trills, like a tiny little riffs here and there, just to spice it up a tiny bit. Now we're belting. beautiful. This is gorgeous. First of all, you can see the difference between first part of the song, where we've got a same placement, but much more lightweight. It was very soft, beautiful intro. It just like, it gets you in the mood. Just set the lightning, put on the candles, and then she comes with the dinner. And this is serving right there. It was beautiful belts. You can see that she had the same position, but she was developing it. You can hear the depth of the tone. So instead, you suddenly, you get the depth in that tone. That lift there too, very gorgeous. Slow, she took her time, opened it into her mix a tiny bit more, and all of them were on awe, which is not too bad of a vowel, but still much less lucky than ah or eh, so it can be still very tricky. But damn, girl. Ooh, I got goosebumps. Undeniable. Undeniable. This girl is undeniable. The goosebumps, I literally got them with the de-escalation right there. It's so hard. De-escalation from a big open tone, especially where she had them placed. You can see there was a tiny twang into the tone. Going into a very small tone, like a slow de-escalation of such a high kind of energy tone is really difficult, and she did it so gracefully. Oh my God. The resonance. Ooh. A little riff. Ooh. She reminds me of Celine with the way she hit that last tone. Oh, that was gorgeous. The Moon of Soul.
불러주세요.
너무
Oh,
자연스럽게.
this is my favorite section from Lee Mujin. He was just like, oh, you know this song? You know this one? And they're like, oh yeah, I've heard it before. And they're like, sing it. Sing it. Lee Mujin is like literally the master of peer pressure. Chooses a random song, throw it at them.
얘기를 했는데. 오늘 밤 바라본
Ooh! Baby girl started with a jazzy feel.
초량해 너도 나처럼 외로운 텅 빈 가슴 안고 사는구나.
So many R&B embellishments, very classical ones. I love that she used a much heavier kind of value to the tones. That's why a lot of people, when they hear it at first, it either reminds them of Aretha Franklin or Christina Aguilera. There's two people that use it very excessively, but it's kind of like scoop into that, scoop into that lightweight. It's very typical for this. It's so charming. Okay, and now we have something that everybody's been waiting for. Wendy, of course, sang Whitney. I mean, haven't expected anything less. Like, she is kind of dubbed as a Whitney of the K-pop, so listen. And I've got nothing. Let's go, baby girl.
Share my life, take me for what I Take my love, I'll never ask for too much. Just all that you are and everything that you do.
She absolutely nailed the pacing of the song and nailed the little dynamics that is so important there. It's almost like pulsating. The pulsating there is so important, and it's slowly developing and it's building the dynamics from the very beginning of the song. It's a stunning part of the song. If you don't nail it from the get-go, everybody will notice. People won't know exactly what it is, what is like weird or strange or different, but it's gonna be this. This is one thing that you really have to dwell on with this song.
I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I would hold it back again. This passion inside can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide.
That slow opener, look how small she starts. Hide, and then only then she gives you, like, you wait. She keeps you waiting. She keeps you waiting before she develops that tone and give you that vibrato. A little more. Just keeping you on your tippy toes.
There's nowhere to hide. But don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you're there. Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. I have nothing. If I don't have you.
Okay, I wanted to stop it, but I could not stop it. It's just, it's gorgeous altogether, so I didn't want to interrupt it too much. But we're gonna get here. We've got the development. Listen how she's leaning into that close one more door. Right there. Well done.
Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me.
And this is relaxed E. Very often you would get me. You're doing that. Me. She had it beautiful.
I have nothing. If I don't have you. If I don't have you.
The calm down. Beautifully done.
You see through right to the heart of me. You break down my
The phrasing is beautiful here.
with the strength of your love. I never knew love.
Lee Mujin is all of us. He's literally all of us. You can see how much he's just like processing. Like, imagine Wendy would be singing this right in front of you. He's just processing, just sitting there, taking it all in. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Like I've known it with you. Will our memories survive? Oh, what I can hold on to.
Every single tone she's opening so beautifully.
I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I'll hold back again.
That phrase, na, 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 na. She's playing with that sound so nicely. Again, this song is very heavily leaning into dynamics. If you cannot really sing those high tones, don't even start with the song. But those high tones are not making the entire song. You've got to cover so much more for it not to just fall flat as a screaming fest. So really well done.
This passion is sad, can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Your love I'll remember forever. Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you're there. Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms.
Oh my God, girl.
Must I imagine you there?
Jesus
Don't
Christ.
walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't you dare walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing.
Oh my God.
If I don't have you,
Oh, I was not breathing.
if I don't have you,
I have rush. I don't have a sugar rush. I have Wendy rush. Oh, I should go back and talk to you about stuff, but I'm like emotionally floored. Oh my God. Can I even? Should I? Probably should, right? You're gonna be mad at me.
with you, will our memories survive?
I'm just gonna really quickly. Let's do chorus. I can handle that.
Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me.
This is beautiful belting right here.
I have nothing, nothing, nothing.
Look at her breathing. Nothing. You can hear the She is using the air so freaking well. She's using that little as kind of like a jumping desk. At the very top, most people are straining it very heavily. They're getting no space in that tone, but it's shocking and brilliant if you have it opened.
Don't make me close one more door.
She morphs her vowels so well for her own benefit, and that's why she could be a poster child. I teach with Wendy. Very often I use her as examples. I said it today. I'm saying it again. And this whole Lee Mujin performance is definitely going to go into my archive. This is how you want to do that.
I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms. I feel there. Must I imagine you there?
And it's like pure joy. You can tell most people are super stressed to sing songs like this. She's relaxed. She's enjoying that. Her placements are clean. Those very, very high tones are in her mix and they're sounding beautiful. Her tone quality is also a freaking blessing. Like how often you get that.
Away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't you dare walk away from me.
The fact that she put texture there was just like literally just showing off. That was so unnecessary, Wendy. It was so unnecessary.
I have nothing, nothing, nothing.
And that was in her falsetto. So pretty. Oh.
If I don't have you.
This song actually made me really emotional because what happened with her, especially with the lyrics, like we would have nothing if we ain't got Wendy. Oh, world is so lucky to have her. So freaking lucky. Okay, Beyoncé, let's go. Wendy really brought the big guns. Little no. Such a pretty run. That run is fantastic. I know that there was a whole challenge to do that run properly. Beyonce's runs are very legendary. They can be really difficult. They sometimes cut through the registers. So they start somewhere and they end up in a head voice or vice versa. Very, very difficult ones. You have to rehearse them to have them clean, to just make sure that everything fits perfectly. Oh, I love her so much. Beyonce's songs are very tricky. Overall, Beyonce knows what she's doing. She is one of the best singers in the world at the end. But at the end of the day, I see what Wendy did. She said, I'm going to bring the big guns. I am not going to leave a stone unturned. I will scavenge for the hardest songs. Because, yeah, this is absolutely undeniable. Wendy's always been undeniable. She's been talented before she debuted, before she was famous. She has been doing this for quite some time. So I don't know if you've ever heard her sing before her debut. It was stunning. She is very natural talent, and I do not like to use that because very often hardworking people do even achieve more than talented ones, but she's a natural talent. All right. Let's get to Duet. I'm so excited about this one. I always am about the duets. They're just goddamn joy.
얼마나 그댈 그리워하는지 몰라.
Ooh, so warm.
더 이상 외로움 난 견딜 수 없고 언제나 어두운 밤이 찾아올 때면 살며시 그대 이름 부르곤 했어.
You can hear how much warmth she has in her tone quality when she's in her lower register. She mixes a little bit of an air, but not too much. But the difference, she has so much to work with when it comes to color across her whole spectrum.
하지만 그대 숨결 느낄 수 없고 무겁게 나를 누르는 이 빈 공간에 끝없는 방황으로 나를 이끄네.
Alright.
기나긴 기다림 속에 지쳐도
Again, Lee Mujin knows how to match the energy of his guests. His voice is gorgeous. Every single time I do any Lee Mujin episode, I praise him to no end because he's very talented. Please check his check his music too. I know that you're probably here because of the artist, because of Wendy, but if you can, check Lee Mujin's music too. He is a stunning artist, and he does this amazing show where he lets every idol showcase what they love, what they do, what they just love about their voice, their favorite songs. So let's have a tons of appreciation for Lee Mujin as well. He is a stunning singer, very, 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 very well-rounded.
그대 외롭다고 눈물 지지만 언젠가 그대의 두 손을 잡고서 함께 걸어갈 테야 오늘 같은 밤이면
I love the harmony.
그대를 나의 품에 가득 안고서 멈춰진 시간 속에 그대와 영원토록 머물고 싶어.
You can see how much communication is going on between them. Well, maybe I hope that you see. I hope that you see that. They have so much communication going on between them just to really dwell on the dynamics, on the pacing of the song, and know where to build up and where to calm down. With Duet, it's incredibly important, and I have to also praise Wendy. Wendy could, with the belters, it's very often an issue that when you have a belter, they tend to overpower. They tend to be really ignorant, you know, sometimes by the character, but sometimes it is really like they just don't really realize that when they start to belt and when they go into their full God mode, they just overpower everything and everybody. But Wendy is very, very thoughtful. It's maybe because she's in the group, so she has to be very aware if she's just not overpowering someone else. But I've noticed that when she was also singing with other people, that she's very mindful of that. So she's trying to keep it at a level where it just does not completely push the other person away.
기다림 속에 지쳐도 그대 외롭다고 눈물 지지 마 언젠가
Ooh, that was beautiful air falsetto. Head voice. Nice vibrato. There was a little bit of a disconnection there. She has so much spectrum into her voice, and he does as well. So this is interesting to hear these type of two voices in a duet like this. They're not necessarily fighting for me, I have to say, but definitely there's a lot going on. I see that everybody would like to put a little bit of an ad-lib here and there, and everybody's like trying to be really gracious towards the other, like, no, you go. No, you go. No, you go, please. Beautiful. Such a soft finish. Lee Mujin knew what he's about to endure when he invited Wendy. He's a stunning singer, but with Wendy having her as a duet partner, And that's challenging. That's a challenge. It doesn't mean that he wouldn't handle it, but that was definitely a challenge. They definitely wanted to choose something that's going to be difficult, that's going to be very kind of, I would say, flattering to probably both of them. But this was hard. This was hard. And from time to time, they clashed a tiny little bit, I have to say. I have to be really honest. Not because of their technical strength, but actually because of the technical strength of both of them. It was almost like both of them were trying to give each other space, but they're such a huge personalities. So yet another very long video. I apologize, but you know, I've been waiting for this moment for quite some time. So you've got to let me enjoy it. You've got to let me repeat, replay, rewind, because this has been a complete field trip for me. I was so excited. I was expecting this for a long time. Wendy is gonna probably have a comeback. I've heard a lot of people saying that in the comments. So when she's gonna have a comeback, you know where to find me. You absolutely know where to find me. Here is where you can subscribe. Here is the video that YouTube actually recommends for you. And here is the rest of my Korean videos. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time.